Want to win a Razer Naga Chrono mouse or a Razer Chrono Black Widow X keyboard? Click the link in the description to find out how. Dueling. Dueling is when two players engage in a one-on-one fight, and for some people, it's their favourite aspect of WoW PvP. If you go outside the gates of Stormwind and Orgrimmar right now, you'll most likely see a lot of players engaging one another in duels. Although dueling isn't balanced and there are no rewards, it's been a massive part of the WoW PvP scene since the game's release almost 12 years ago. But what are the best specs for duels? In this video, I'm going to go over my top 5 specs for dueling in World of Warcraft Legion. Number 5. The Fire Mage. What makes a Fire Mage an incredibly strong 1v1 spec is that it has a lot of versatility in its toolkit. Fire Mages have insane burst damage when chaining pyroblasts with combustion, and their sustained damage is really strong too. Unlike most spellcasters, Fire Mages rely on a lot of instant casts, and they can also move whilst casting with Scorch, allowing them to kite whilst kicking out a lot of pressure. On top of the damage, Fire Mages have great mobility with their aforementioned damage abilities, as well as their blink. They also have access to some great defensives like Ice Block, Temporal Shield, Ice Barrier, as well as their amazing CC like Dragon's Breath, Instant Roots, and spammable polymorphs. If you're interested in watching some Fire Mage dueling, I'd recommend watching Hansel, who streams on Twitch as well as posts YouTube videos. Number 4. The Retribution Paladin. The Retribution Paladin is a melee hybrid spec with a massive amount of utility. Ret Paladins are known for their powerful burst when they use their wings. The main reason why Ret Paladins are great at duels is because of how versatile they are. They have some amazing defensives, their Divine Shield is an immunity, Blessing of Protection is a melee immunity, and their Shield of Vengeance reflects damage back to their opponent. Being a hybrid spec, they also can heal themselves up when they're in trouble. Aside from that, they also have some nice mobility due to their Hand of Freedom that makes them immune to movement impairments, as well as their Divine Steed. If you're interested in watching some Ret Paladin dueling, I'd recommend checking out Savix, who posts videos on YouTube as well as streams. Number 3. The Feral Druid. The Feral Druid is a hybrid spec and is known amongst the community for being amazing in duels. Feral Druids really excel in 1v1s due to their all-round resourcefulness. Their damage mostly comes from their bleeds and moonfires, forcing their opponents to slowly rot away. On top of their strong dot damage, Ferals can kick out some powerful burst when they use their Incarn or Berserk and spam their shreds. The main reason Ferals are really successful in duels is because of their self-healing. With their instant healing touches, rejuves, regrowths, and their burst heals from Swift Mend and Renewal, a lot of the time a Feral will be at low health, but then back to full in a matter of seconds. They also have pretty strong CC in the form of stuns and roots. Not only that, Feral Druids have amazing mobility, as they have a passive movement speed increase, they can shapeshift out of snares and roots, and they have movement speed increase cooldowns like Dash and Stampeding Roar. Their mobility allows them to win most duels, as a good Feral Druid will dot their opponent up and then run away, watching their opponents die to their bleeds from a distance. Number 2. The Windwalker Monk. Just like the Feral Druid and the Ret Paladin, the Windwalker Monk is a melee hybrid spec. The Windwalker deals out decent sustained damage, but its burst is really scary. When using Touch of Death and Serenity, it's hard for most players to survive. Windwalker Monks have some of the best mobility in the game. They have a Snare and Root Break on a short cooldown, as well as abilities like Roll and Flying Serpent Kick that send them flying across the map that can also dispel snares via a talent. This amazing mobility allows the Windwalker Monk to go insanely aggressive or get distance to heal themselves back to full. If their damage and mobility isn't enough, they have access to Karma, their main defensive that not only heals them, but also redirects damage back to their opponent. And if that wasn't enough, Windwalker Monks have really strong instant CC from their Leg Sweep and Fist of Fury stuns, their instant sap, and their spammable snares and roots. If you want to watch some Windwalker Monk duels, I'd recommend watching Zwen, who streams on Twitch and posts YouTube videos. Number 1. The Rogue. Now, when it comes to the Rogue, all 3 specs are viable and are amazing at duels. The Subtlety spec relies more on stealth, the Assassination spec is based on dot damage from bleeds and poisons, and the Outlaw spec is essentially a pirate with good sustained damage and burst. The reason why rogues are incredible duelists is because of their wide toolkit, with a slight variance depending on the spec. Rogues have a defensive for all situations. Their Cloak of Shadows makes them immune to magic, The subtlety and assassination specs have evasion that makes them have a 100% dodge chance, they can talent into elusiveness to have a spammable wall, and the outlaw spec has riposte, which gives them 100% parry. On top of their array of defensives, rogues have arguably the best CC in the game, with their stuns, saps, gouges and blinds. Not only do rogues have amazing damage, defensives and CC, they also have pretty good mobility too. Subtlety rogues can teleport to their opponents when stealthed with Shadow Strike, outlaw rogues have access to a grappling hook, both subtlety and assassination can appear behind their opponents with Shadow Step, and all specs have access to sprint, which increases their movement speed. Rogues are the jack of all trades, which makes them insane for killing anyone in a 1v1. If you want to watch some rogue duels, I'd recommend checking out Census, who mainly uploads YouTube videos, but also streams on Twitch. So those are my top 5 specs for duels in World of Warcraft. What did you think of my list? Let me know in the comment section below, and if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you want to see more World of Warcraft content. I have been BananaRaccoon, and thank you for watching.